What's going on, Wolfpack? Time again for another wolfofbricks.com update. I am Jim, and this is where we talk about LEGO investing and reselling. So before we get into the main topic, I would just like to ask everybody if there is an interest in me doing a YouTube live one evening. I haven't done a YouTube live on this channel yet. One time I did as a test around 12 noon. I didn't think it was going to be broadcast live. This was like 6 months ago, but a few people emailed me to tell me that they enjoyed the laugh, which I don't blame them. But anyway, I was thinking about maybe doing a YouTube live for maybe 30 minutes. If there's an interest, please put it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you don't, no worries at all. All right, so let's talk about the main topic, Lord of the Rings. Let me tell you, there's a lot of themes that are slated to come out, right? You have Lord of the Rings, you have Avatar, you have Indiana Jones, and there's probably one or two others that I've missed. And I think Lord of the Rings, for someone who, has only seen one of those movies, I'm pretty pumped. I'm going to share with everybody my Lord of the Rings LEGO experience when it comes to reselling in just a few moments. Here's the thing. I hear that LEGO's going to be coming out with an Indiana Jones theme, and I'm not optimistic. I just feel like LEGO is going to just fumble it. A lot of people are excited about it, and I am just tamping down my excitement, and I just want to see what LEGO actually puts out before I get all, doing jumping jacks, right? Now, Avatar, I'm going to be honest, it's going to take a lot of something to get me engaged in Avatar LEGO sets. I saw the first movie. I don't know what the big deal was. At the same time, I have no idea what the big deal with Marvel is too, because DC is far superior than anything Marvel could ever put out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Avatar. But I'm really looking forward to the Lord of the Rings. So right now you're looking at Bricksetcom, and this is, of course, the Lord of the Rings theme. And it was interesting. I thought that there was a lot more sets than just 16. And, it's interesting because when the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie came out, they kind of did an abbreviated re-release of the theme, right? I have a feeling that this isn't going to be abbreviated. I actually think that there's going to be more than 16 sets. Not sure how they're going to do it, but remember, Harry Potter, they stopped Harry Potter for a while. All the movies were done. Then they started to bring Harry Potter back. And I understand there's more books out there and all that good stuff, but they've really exploded with the Harry Potter content. I don't know if they're going to be as far as Harry Potter, because I put Harry Potter in the same universe as Star Wars almost, right? Because there's so much stuff going on with LEGO. But I definitely hope that they're going to be doing more than 16 sets. So the purpose of this video is, we don't know anything that's coming out yet, right? But I just want to share with everybody what I personally will be looking for. And again, I would love to hear if there's any sets out there, potential sets that anybody is looking forward to. But, I'm just going to scan brickset.com. And things that pop out to me are the castle sets, or, buildings, of course. The Battle of Helms Deep, we're going to talk about that soon. The Tower of Orthanc, or I think that's how you pronounce it. We're definitely going to talk about that, because that's a set I own. But, there's a lot of interesting things here. And one of the things for me, right, is this right here, set number 9471. I'm not even going to try and pronounce how you say that. But if you look right here on Amazon, this is crazy. Now, I was a little bit into Lord of the Rings LEGO because this was around the time I first started getting into LEGO. So I was immersed in other stuff. I really, didn't have a lot of time to get into Lord of the Rings. But this set right here is amazing. Now, the interesting thing when you go to Camel 3X is this doesn't look like a set that Amazon sold. So I don't know if this was an exclusive by Target or just LEGO Shop at Home. If anybody knows, please, I'd love to hear it in the comments. But, this is interesting to me. It is definitely off to the races. It looks like it dropped a lot. And now, it looks like it had the COVID bump. But this was a set that I believe you retailed for, somewhere around $35. And in a relatively short amount of time, it jumped up to north of 137. So that's a great return of investment. So we're going to look to the past before we look to the future, right? So this set right here I owned. I regret purchasing it. I only owned one. I know people that went in deep on this. And I was like, this is you know, around the time when I started buying sets around the 200s. I think the Star Wars Red 5 UCS set, that's something I bought a lot of, but this I was like, I'm not sure about this, and I only bought one, and I'm glad I did. This thing was so stagnant. When you go to Camel 3X, again, look at that, man. And I think I paid full retail because, you know, back then, a lot of stores weren't selling $200 Lego sets. A lot of stores aren't selling $200 Lego sets in 2022, right? But just look at that stagnation. I think once it got up to like $275, I just let it rip and I sold it, and I have no regrets. This right here, Battle of Helms Deep. If there was one set I regret not purchasing, it was this one. And let me tell you, this set was available at Barnes & Noble when I worked at Barnes & Noble. So I could have got it for quite the good discount. Now, when you go to the FBA Multitool, I did only put in a 20% discount right there. And if you were to sell it today, because we got some long gamers out there, sometimes people want to hold on to sets forever. If you sold it today, you'd have an ROI of $375. I would encourage you to consider selling this if you're still holding on to this set. You're making a pretty good profit. And when you go to Camel 3X, you can see it's not as stagnant as the Tower of Orthanc, or however you pronounce it. But, you know, I could have got it with my Barnes & Noble discount for 30% off. And I would have been happy to go ahead and sell it somewhere around $240. So that's something I definitely would have considered a win. So if you're saying to yourself, you know what, I really like Jim's videos and I'm looking to level up in my Lego reselling and investing business, consider joining our Patreon. We have exclusive YouTube videos that you just can't see anywhere else. Of course, I do one-on-one consultation with the Patreon members. We also have group chats. And of course, we have inventory tracking tools to help you better your Lego reselling and investing business. We have a link in the description below. Feel free to check it out. And this right here is a set that I did not purchase, and I was so close going in deep. It was just staring at me, and I think this was discounted at one time, maybe 30% towards the end of the retirement, and I was like, man, I just might do it, but I didn't. And again, I'm happy that I did not purchase this. It's the Lord of the Rings Pirate Ship Ambush, set number 79008. When you go to Camel 3X, you could see, again, a lot of stagflation, if you want to call it that. And then when the COVID bump happened, it just took off. So that's a quick rundown of the last Lord of the Rings theme. I know for me, whenever it comes to, you know, kind of scouting and prospecting on sets that I'm looking to purchase, for me, it's only going to be castle/building sets. I think it would be cool if they maybe had like a UCS Gollum as big as like the Icon Hedwig Harry Potter one. I think that would be crazy. But I think Lego has a great opportunity here to, you know, just kill it with the Lord of the Rings theme. They've been doing a lot of great things over the last 6 to 9 months, and I hope that the Lord of the Rings theme is something that they will exceed expectations on. That's it, my friends. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, I'm Jim with wolfofbricks.com. Always go out there and get it.